I began the year 2023 reading a book on writing about art. Today I learned about reception theory, which holds that an artwork does not have to have meaning in itself. It can mean something only to someone in a context. Let's talk about it. 2 months ago, when I painted this picture of a Sampaguita vendor, it was for my collection of paintings for International Street Vendors Day. I wanted to show the reality for many members of the informal economy. You may find some vendors today as you attend New Year's Mass at your church. Since it's the first day of a wonderful year, why not share some love and blessing to them? But when I scheduled this post for Tinta sa Abacang several days ago, I wrote another perspective for the painting, letting the viewer see the meaning of the Sampaguita flower on its own, moving the focus away from the vendor and to the flowers she's selling. It's amazing, don't you think, how what the artist says about their work can change how viewers perceive the painting. Now, I wonder, what meaning do you find in this particular artwork? Did my earlier descriptions help you form your own narrative for the piece? I guess at this point I should tell you that those were not my words, but the artist, Jirah May. If you viewed one or two features in Pinoy Arturo, you might have picked up the essence of Jirah May's observation. The painting can only have meaning within a context. The context can come from the viewer's experience with no regard to the context of the artist. Like in this case, the artist wants us to appreciate the Sampaguita or the vendor, but a viewer can choose to ignore those sentiments based on what he or she sees in the painting or what the artwork elicits from him or her. Before reading her sentiments, my honest reaction to her work was nonchalance, as Sampaguita vendors are so common. Sometimes they're even irritating when they keep tapping and bugging you with voices like they're about to faint right next to your car, but you see them skipping and hopping to the next vehicle. Actually, I used to buy Sampaguita regularly, but after the fear of hanging something that probably will not withstand the onslaught of alcohol, I have kept my car windows up. If I had read the artist's viewpoint before finding the impact of her work, I may not have honestly reflected on what the pandemic has done for my Sampaguita buying. I would have missed the chance of letting her work speak to my worldview. This is why for me it's best to read the painting first and let it speak to you before you let the artist tell you what it's supposed to be about and how it should make you feel. Gone are the days for dogmatic interpretations. The artist's viewpoint is still a factor because it is the expression of himself or herself, but it's no longer canon that the viewer has to imbibe it and shut his or her own up. In fact, I have received comments from artists whose works have been featured here in Pinoy Arturo saying, I never saw that and I didn't realize that. They don't need to accept my viewpoint. They only need to hear a different take on it. It would be boring anyway to have the same reaction all the time. Democracy in art interpretations is essential. Art is essential.